Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, Seawright, for the people that don't know you,
That's
let them
right.
know where you're
Let me know
from
where you from, baby.
and your background.
Man, I'm from Orangeburg, South Carolina. You know, Obilla, man. Went to Orangeburg Wilkinson High School, home of a lot of great football players, man. A lot of people don't know that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But we
that's right.
hey, we're D1 factory, man. We put them all over, baby. So
Talking
you
about.
know, Orangeburg, South Carolina, man. You know, played football at OW, man. Was fortunate enough to get a scholarship to North Carolina. Graduated in '07, man. Played a little bit for the Giants and the Cowboys, man. A little bit of semi-pro too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Yeah, that's what's up,
Okay,
yeah.
man.
cool, man. Go ahead, KJ.
Yeah, so you already know, man. What age you started playing football?
Man, to be honest with you, man, I didn't start playing football until my eighth grade year in middle school.
Whoa,
I didn't
okay.
know because
Wow.
I didn't play pee wee ball at all. I didn't, man. Don't know why I didn't. In my seventh grade year, I played, but I stopped playing. I didn't know what I was doing, man. I didn't even know if I liked football or not. And the only reason why I played is because everybody said you should play. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying?
You was
So
big and everything. Yeah.
exactly. I'm like, you know. So I went back out my eighth grade year at Clark, William J. Clark, man, and
Okay.
it was on ever since, man. It was on ever since. Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay,
yes,
cool, man.
sir.
So, who was the what was the inspiration, man? Like, who was the player that you looked up to growing up and inspired you to play?
Yeah.
Actually, man, this is gonna boggle your mind. I grew up in a household, man. We didn't watch football. Like, you know what I'm saying? I grew up single parent home. My mom raised me, man. Shout out to my mama, Mary Seawright, love her to death.
Yeah.
Um, I didn't watch a lot of TV. I grew up outside. Now, this my inspiration for sports came from the guys in the neighborhood.
There we
I
go.
grew up in the neighborhood, man. You know, they call it the fairground. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
of the best athletes on earth that you don't know about. I grew up watching those guys play backyard ball, and that inspired me, man. And I'm like, look at I mean, these dudes, and they pushed me, man. They were hard on me, man. They were hard on me. But you
Yeah.
know what? It paid off in the end. You know what I'm saying? I
Yes,
took
sir.
those
Yes,
lessons
sir.
with me. But so the guys growing up in my neighborhood are the guys who inspired me, man, to go on and take my athleticism to a whole new level.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah.
So you said you didn't play until middle
So,
school.
who was your
I didn't
first
play until
coach
middle
at
school,
William
man.
J. Clark?
And believe it or not, um, man, I used to get in a lot of trouble in middle school. And so I met Coach Brown at OW, getting ready to go into my ninth grade year. And you know, I'm like, man, I don't know if I want to play for this guy, mean, real stern. And
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I actually stopped playing again. And one day, man, heading into my ninth grade summer, something just hit me, man. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go back out there. I went back out there, man, and I never left because it was a place where I could go to just relieve myself, man. That's just to be around my boys and you know, the coaches and everything, the environment, the atmosphere, man. I loved it. So, you know, I was like, I'm gonna rock with it, man. I'm gonna stick with this. You know what I'm saying?
So, hey, so you started off with D line or what?
Actually, I started off with O line.
O line. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I started off with
All
O
right.
line, man, and I hated it. I hated it, man. I
Yeah,
hated O
man.
line. You know, I'm like, this sucks, man. Blocking
Yeah, a little
people.
boring over there.
Right. You know, and growing up watching people like Reggie White, Warren Sapp,
Yeah.
Simeon
Yeah.
Rice, those guys, I'm like, I want to do what they do, man.
Dude,
So,
yeah.
you know, I remember asking Coach Brockington, can I play D line? He was like, hell yeah, come on
Yeah,
over
come
here.
on,
I was
man.
like, good. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's how I ended up on D line, man.
Dang.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
So,
yep.
for
so did you
sure.
fall in love with it right away or what?
I did. I mean, be honest with you, I got a kick out of being violent. It was the one place I could be violent, not get in trouble.
Yeah,
Uh,
you're right, man. You can't go to
and,
jail for that.
and watching the offense coordinate all these beautiful plays and knowing that I could go over there and screw it up. I was dirty, man. I used to listen to the snap count, whatever edge I could get, because you know
See,
I'm a big guy. But y'all know there were
Yeah.
guys bigger than me on the
Yeah.
team, and people. That's hard for people to believe, but hey, man, I'm like, so I need something, man. You know. So I was just like, all right, just be wild and crazy with it, man. You know. So
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Yes,
So
sir.
talk about your first start in high school. Was it what 10th or 11th grade?
My
10th grade,
first thought was
your sophomore year.
sophomore year, I believe. I didn't know what I was doing. I really didn't. I didn't know, man. It's first time in the limelight. I got my opportunity. I don't even remember how I did. All I remember was Coach Brown and everybody getting on me like, boy, you
Yeah,
don't even know what you're doing.
yeah.
And I'm looking at them like, you're right, I don't. You know what I'm
What's
saying?
up, Trip?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, happy
yeah,
Father's Day, Trip.
yeah.
Congrats
Trip,
too.
Trip, what's up, baby? Yeah.
Yep,
But
that's our safety right there.
yes,
Yeah,
sir. Hey, my senior year, our team, listen, man, we was loaded. We had some monsters. Trip was our safety. Trip would bring the
yeah,
hat, man. Yeah.
That's
yeah,
right, man.
yeah.
But
All American baseball player, now
yes,
retired
sir.
Army
Yes,
vet.
sir. Yes,
You
sir.
know,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
sir.
yeah.
But go ahead, see right.
Oh nah, man. But my first thought, man, it was a little bit scary. I didn't know what I was doing. I think it was against Irmo or whatever. You know how Irmo was back then. But again, I got used to it, repetition, man. And after a while, I was like, all right, I can do this. You know what I'm saying? Started
Yeah,
my 11th and 12th grade year. And then
yep,
on. Yeah.
Yeah.
yep, yep.
But I know your junior year, you had like 175 tackles, 5 sacks. Hey, you were doing something right, man. So
Man, you know what?
something was clicking.
I could run. I could always run to be a big guy. I was fast on my side, so shit, man. Wherever I saw the ball, I just
Kept
ran.
going, baby.
You know what I'm saying? Like, who this big guy moving like that? I'm like, all right, cool. My senior season is when I really started to understand,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
scheme and the methodology of what I was doing and why I was doing it. That's when
Yeah.
I really started to flourish, man. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But
Yeah.
junior year, shoot, man, I was just faster than a lot of them guys. I'm like, all right, I'm an athlete. Shoot, let's just
Yeah.
find the
Hey,
Oh,
ball. You
man.
know what I'm saying? Yeah.
yeah.
Yes,
So,
sir.
so did you use some kind of swim move? What was your favorite technique, though, man?
Man,
know
I
you
had the
had some
ugliest
kind of
swim
technique.
move ever, man.
Huh?
I had the ugliest swim move ever, man.
Oh.
I'm being honest with you. I was just bigger and faster than everybody. That was
Yeah.
it, man. I played high in high school. I could just
Yeah.
run, dude. Literally,
Same.
I could just run, man.
It's a freak. Yeah.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yep. So you go into your senior year, you rank in the top 10 in your position, correct?
Yeah.
What number were you ranked in state that year, South
I think
Carolina?
I was the number. I was like the number 2 or 3 D lineman behind a bunch of scrubs, man. Because I met them guys. No, for real, I met them guys in the All-Star game, and I'm like, this got to be favoritism. Because ain't no way, man. Ain't
Yes,
no
man.
way.
Go
But
ahead
you
and
know
tell them.
what? I got my opportunity then to show them who I was, and I ended up number 1. I was like, ain't no way, man. Nah. You know what I'm saying? So I was like number 2 or 3 heading in. Then I ended up getting bumped up, man. Number 23 in the country, ESPN. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? So that was a blessing, man. That was a blessing. Truly a blessing.
So you
Yeah.
played in the Shrine Bowl?
I played in the North-South
No,
All-Star
South.
Oh,
game.
no.
I
Okay.
got robbed in too because a lot of scrubs played in the Shrine Bowl, but that's all right. That's all right.
I'll
That's
tell
all
you,
right.
man.
That's all right.
He said that's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
That's
got
all
me
right.
too, man. Hey,
See?
it's all good.
Yeah, man. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta take it.
So you guys played together on defense your junior year, KJ senior year, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
So talk about that a little bit. What was it like playing with KJ and him playing safety, and then
Man,
Yeah, I
you
transferred
playing
over to
defense?
wide receiver. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just man, when KJ came to OW, man, I just was like, man, this dude an athlete. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for
Mhm.
I'm like, hey, man, another athlete to the
Add
plethora
on.
of athletes we had, and a great addition, man. I knew you were gonna go D1, dude. I knew it. I'm like, this cat can run, man. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
for
saying?
sure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. Oh
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. So you getting in the recruiting process now. You just had your North South game. Did y'all win the game? How many tackles did you record? You had any
Yeah,
sacks?
we won. Yeah. We won.
Okay,
I don't remember how many tackles. I had a couple sacks, man. But
for
I don't
real.
remember how many tackles exactly I had. So yeah.
Okay, cool. So now you went to North Carolina. You had a lot of recruits, a lot of people coming from different schools. Name
Yeah.
some of those schools and why you chose North Carolina out of all the schools, man.
From what I can remember, man, I got recruited by Miami,
Oh,
Iowa, Michigan State,
yeah.
Auburn. shoot, South Carolina, Clemson. Hey, I committed to Clemson, man, in my mother's living room, believe it or not. Coach Rick Stockstill.
Yeah.
He messed it up. Check this out.
Dang.
Check it out. So I committed to Clemson. He was excited. He's on the phone. He said, wait a minute. Before I call everybody and put this in the newspaper, are you sure? It was something about him asking me, am I sure? I said, you know what? Nah, I'm away. He said, no, I'm not telling you not to come. I said, you know what? I'm away. He was like, man, he stayed in my house like a whole hour later. Like, man, I wasn't telling you not to come. I'm just making sure you sure. I was like, I was sure, but you know what? Just give me a second. My mother, my brother said, you ain't going to Miami. Ain't no way you going to Miami.
Oh, yeah, you got to
And
stay
they
focused,
were,
man.
yeah, I won't get nothing done. You know what I'm saying?
You got to stay focused.
I'm from Orangeburg. I'm going to Miami. You
Yeah.
kidding me? You
Big
know what I'm
difference,
saying?
man.
Yeah. So she was like, you ain't going to Auburn because Alabama, that's you're just racist and stuff. You know what I'm saying? It was
Yeah, it is what it is.
So North Carolina actually stayed with me throughout the whole process, even when my test scores weren't where they needed to be. So at the end of the day, through the long haul, that's why I went there, man, because they stuck with me. You know what I'm saying? They stuck with me. Yeah.
So you taking any visits though to any other schools
I
before
took
you made
two.
the
I
decision?
went to LSU and I went to North Carolina. When I went to LSU, man, I was a shell shock. Listen, I was around a bunch of guys from Louisiana, man.
Oh,
Dude. Now,
yeah, whoa there.
where we from is the country. That's a whole nother ball game. You know what I'm talking about? So, hey, Jarvis Green was my host. Played for the New England Patriots, man.
All right, cool.
Receiver, yeah.
I had never been outside of 26, let alone Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Woo.
Man, I was like, this is cool, but nah, man. Nah, I didn't feel right. Met Nick Saban, you know what I'm saying? That's when he first went there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yes, sir. So I was like, nah, man, this is cool, but I don't think LSU is for me.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So you go to North Carolina, and who's the player that took you under their wing when you
Ryan
first get there?
Sims. Ryan Sims. Yeah.
Okay. Linebacker?
D-line, actually,
D-line?
from Union, is in the South Carolina High School Hall of Fame. Ryan Sims, D-tackle, went number 5 to the Chiefs in 05. The 05, no, the 04, 03, 04 draft. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So what was it like working out with him and him just embracing you and take you into the Tarheel family?
You know what? He embraced me, man. You know, being from South Carolina, but he also was tough on me. He was like, "Crib, look at you, man. Look at your size. Look at your speed. Look at your skill set, man." And at a point in time, the maturation process, man. At first, I was just glad to be out of Orangeburg. I love my hometown, but I was just glad to be away. But then as he started talking to me, he said, "All right, you're away from home. Look at where you at, man. You could do something with this." And I was like, you know what? Maybe he right. So I started working hard, man. Him and Julius Peppers, man.
Okay.
Peppers, listen, man.
Hey, that's
inspiration.
That's a bad boy, man.
Listen, man, that was God showing off. You talk about a freak of nature, man. I seen that guy do some things that little guys can't do at that size. You know what I'm saying? It was just, so those two guys, man, really kind of took me under their wing and kind of grew me a little bit, man, throughout the trials and tribulations, man. And you know, they were reasons that I am who I am today. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yes, sir.
Man.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I know when you was in high school, you didn't like offensive line, but I was looking. I see you play offensive line again when you got there.
I did, man. I did. Yeah, man. I hated it as well. I was like, why y'all want to do this? But, you know, I didn't argue. One of the defensive tackles went down, and that's how I ended up back on D-line. Yeah. Yes, sir. I was happy about that.
Yeah, I know you were.
So at the time when you was on offensive line, who was the quarterback? Was it Ronald Curry?
Darren Durant. South Carolina product. Shout out to D-Block. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yes, sir.
He broke some records there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did, man. Yeah. Listen, man, one of the best college quarterbacks I've seen in a long time who was so underrated. Probably because of at that time we were still trying to find our way in the football world again after Pep and all of them got drafted. We had about 2.5 just down years, man. I mean, it was bad. But I think that was one of the reasons. But Darren Durant, man, was one of the most underrated quarterbacks I've ever played with, man. Oh yeah, he was good. He was good.
So when you was on the D line, who was the hardest offensive lineman you had to face that you can remember? Like kind of, or you just dominated all of them?
No, okay. And I'm not just saying two people, and I ain't just saying this because this is my boy.
Okay.
Alice Barry. Obviously, y'all know we went to high school together.
What's up, Alice? What's up, man?
That was always about. It just,
yeah, I can see him smiling now.
Oh man, look, we in the game, the real life game. Joking. If you understood us in high school and our relationship, we never took that serious.
Never.
We're in the actual game in their stadium and in our stadium. We're jiving in the game, and they look at us like, "What's wrong with these?" And we, you know what I'm saying? It's just, yeah, man. Him and Ray, I think it was Ray Lunsford, Big Ray, Ray something. He was a beast. He was a beast. And Bobby Meeks. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it was a battle. Yes, sir.
Man.
Who was your toughest competitor in the ACC at that time? You know,
toughest competitor, man.
Florida State probably gave him.
Florida State, man. Just that whole team. They had Lorenzo Booker. They had Washington. Hell, on defense. Oh my God, I felt bad for our offense. Jesus Christ, Eric Moore, Donnell Dockett, Cameron Wembley. I mean, what you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? I'm watching our O-line like, God dang. You know, on offense they had, who's their quarterback? My sophomore, it was Winky one time, but we beat Florida State. But that's when we had Pep and Sim.
Oh
no, we beat them. But we beat them. We had Ronald Curry at quarterback. We were good at.
Ronald Curry, man.
Yeah. And who was the kid? Brother, man. Golly.
What position?
Got in trouble for gambling.
You talking about Lavernius Coles?
No, not Coles. It'll come to me. I can see his face, man. He was like a dual threat guy. Yeah. Yes, sir. Oh yeah.
So you played with did you play with Dre Bly, or he was already gone?
No, he was older than me. He was older than me. Yeah.
Okay,
Dre Bly was older than me. Yeah.
Cool.
For sure.
All right.
Yes, sir.
So talk about the atmosphere on being in Chapel Hill on campus and everything. Did you get to meet Michael Jordan? Any of those football games or basketball games?
I did, man. I met MJ one day during the summer because they would hold basketball camps, and there's a restaurant, I think it's up top of the hill, and he was doing like autograph signings. I shook his hand or whatever. Cool cat. One of the dopest things I ever got to see when I was in college, I dated a women's basketball player, and so I got to like see a lot of the basketball stuff going on. So the guys would have pickup games, and man, you got Carter, Rasheed Wallace, Stackhouse, all of them in there playing pickup because they were like guests at the basketball camps. Forte, Bernie Jameson. I'm like, look at this, man. I mean, just all the greats right there playing pickup. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I got to meet a lot of those guys, and then just being on campus, man. It was cool. Chapel Hill's a beautiful place, man. That's I call it my second home. You know what I'm saying?
That's a nice place.
Oh yeah, real cool place, man. Real cool people. You know? Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, man. So how was the bowl games though? You know, y'all get a chance to make any bowl game?
We played. We beat Auburn in 2004, 2005 in the Peach Bowl. But again, that's when we had a real good team. We had Julius Peppers, Ryan Sims.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Quincy Monk, Rashida Perry, a lot of guys that went on to play in the NFL. Ronald Curry, Sam Aiken at wide receiver, Dexter Reed at safety, Michael Waddell at corner, Willie Parker, fast Willie Parker at running back. So we had a squad. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. That was a good game.
Who do y'all play against in the bowl game?
We played Auburn in the Peach Bowl.
Oh, you said Auburn, okay.
Yeah, Auburn. And then my fifth senior year in 2005, 2006-ish, we played Boston College in the Continental Tire Bowl and lost. That was just a horrible game and a horrible experience, man. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
I got some.
Pretty good though. They're a pretty good team now.
Oh, they had Matthias Kiwanuka. They had that guy linebacker. Golly, big old. I forget his name. It'll come to me. But they had some guys.
They the type of team that kind of play together. You know.
They do.
They do. Nice, pretty decent running back.
Yeah. Oh, and they always have some good athletes now. You just don't hear about that school a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's true. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I got a clip from y'all defense, man. Y'all had a pretty good defensive line back in 2005. Y'all had a nice goal line stop here to win the game. But I don't want to unfold it. I'm going to let you guys watch the clip here, man.
130 yards, State with 130 yards of total offense. The Heels go 1st and 10 from the 20. They run the toss sweep to Jacques Lewis, trying to get the corner turn, breaks out in the open, back toward the middle of the field. Jacques Lewis may go 50, 40, 30, and he's hostile and brought down inside the 30-yard line by Marcus Hudson. Penalties a game, just 5 for 38 yards, best in the league. Here's Durant, faking, play action fake, lays it up, open receiver, Holly, touchdown, left corner of the end zone. In favor of Carolina as the Tar Heels drive 80 yards for their first touchdown or second touchdown in the last 11 quarters of play. And Durant's back to throw, throwing down the sideline. Bowman there, got it, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown Carolina. Carolina lead, it's good. Carolina 20, State 16. Clock stop, 12:51 remaining to be played in the ball game in Chapel Hill. 20 not in the shotgun, but you have some exchange problems. 2nd down and 8, 41. Davis back to throw. Ball deflected, intercepted. Carolina down the far sideline go the Tar Heels. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, 4-yard line. The quiet. 1st and goal at the 4 in front of the East goal. Durant turns, play action fake. Durant looking, throws, end zone, touchdown. Wide open to John Hamlet. Check it, Justin. Just the way they planned it. Beautiful play. Davis turns, they'll run the toss sweep out to Davis, trying to get the corner turn. He cuts back and scores. Touchdown. Bobby Washington gets the touchdown. The freshman from for 2 with 9:44 to play. Davis under center. 3 receivers bunch to the right. He's got 1 out to the left side. Here's Davis. The fake off up the middle and into the end zone for 2. 1:40 to play. It is 3rd down. 3rd down and 6. Davis back to throw. Davis looking, shoots it. Caught at the 10. And taken down, but it's a 1st down at the 5-yard line. 1st and goal for State at the 5. Davis under center. From the 3. Gives the ball to McClendon. Hits up into the middle, goes right to the goal. Touchdown, NC State. Jim Knight will explain it to us. He's coming out of the conference right now. Here's Mr. Knight.
Please set the clock for 13 seconds. 14 seconds, 1-4. And it will start on my whistle.
I think he said his knee was down.
One official said he was down. One gave the signal for the touchdown. The first one overruled the second.
The ball is inside the 1-yard line. 14 seconds left. No timeouts. Now the question is, can the Tar Heels hold? How you going to stop TA from a half a yard? Davis steps under center. Gibson and McClendon behind him. Davis with motion by Richard. Will give the ball to McClendon. He leaps. Oh, he doesn't get in. He fumbled the football. Carolina holds. The game is over. And Carolina has won the game. No, it stopped with 6 seconds remaining. Well, McClendon, you remember, hit right up inside. One official coming in from the side, the linesman, threw his hands up for touchdown, and then it was judged that his knee touched down at the 1-yard line, and then State fumbles, and Carolina recovers, and the game is over as Carolina runs one play into the line of scrimmage. What a classic.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Not my house.
Oh man. Listen, that right there, man, is why I love the game, dude.
Yeah.
Right there, right there. Oh my God, I remember that moment, man. I remember that moment. Yes, sir. Was a big
So
part
talk
of that.
about. So give me the play-by-play on that moment, man. I know you got a rush right now. You feel
No,
like
it's
you
all
just
good.
came off the field.
At that moment, man, being who I was at that point in time, in my mind, you couldn't block me, and I wasn't gonna let you. So I'm talking to my comrades like, look, let's stop this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do my job. Everybody do their job.
Yeah.
Let's go. And that's what happened, man. Those are the moments, man, when you pull out the best in you, man. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
And that's what I remember about that moment, man. You know what I'm saying?
For those moments.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Oh
Okay.
yeah.
So you guys went to a bowl game after that after that season?
Yeah.
And that was the Auburn game?
No, that was the Tire Bowl, Continental Tire Bowl in Charlotte.
Okay.
Yeah.
And did you guys win that one?
No, man. We was just happy to be there because it had been so long. Oh, man. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, I don't want to talk about this movie, but what I remember, man, Greg Jones, he ran over one of them safeties, man. I don't remember his name.
Dexter Reed.
Huh?
Dexter Reed.
Woo! Wow. Wow, man. You know, I mean, I played against Greg Jones. It's a certain way you got to tackle him, man. You can't be too high. You know, man.
No. You're right. Check it. I was on the field when that happened, man.
Okay.
I was doing something, engaging in the guy. All I remember was I heard it.
Yes.
And then I looked out the corner of my eye and I saw the helmet fly. I said, "Damn! Oh man! Woo.
Wow.
It was Big Reed. Yeah, Greg Jones was a beast.
Yeah, he was.
Greg Jones was. I mean, y'all know the great state of South Carolina, another product of South Carolina. You know what I'm talking about?
That's right, man.
Yeah.
We had him, man. He was coming to Clemson, but they wanted him to play linebacker or something, and that's what he went on to Florida State.
He probably would have been good at linebacker, man.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you get ready for the combine. You working out to go to the NFL.
Yeah,
Talk about that a little bit. That experience.
That experience was fun. I wasn't a highly touted pick. Mel Kiper, the guru, so to speak, said I could go anywhere from 4 to free agent. I ended up, believe it or not, I wasn't even signed as an undrafted free agent. I got invited on a tryout. Mm-hmm. People don't understand this side. After the draft picks, you get signed as a free agent. Now, after free agency, there's guys left who probably could have got drafted in the low rounds or signed as an undrafted free agent. Well, you get called on a tryout. You don't even get a signing bonus, so you're just there. You know what I'm saying? So after the draft was over with, man, I was a little bit devastated. Now, I had my mind set on other things, but praise God for opportunities, man.
For real.
But I got called from the Giants. They said, we want to bring you on a tryout. I'm like, all right, a tryout, cool. So when I entered the room, man, I'm looking at, Justin Tuck got drafted, Corey Webster, Brandon Jacobs, and Eric Moore from Florida State. Great class, especially Tuck, Corey Webster, and Brandon Jacobs. Okay. So I'm looking around, man, at the competition or whatever, and I had a chip on my shoulder at that point. Again, my mindset is you can't block me because I ain't going to let you. So, man, we went into rookie minicamp, and I was like, all right, man, I'm just about to take over. So, like, the whole 2 days, man, I just let it all out. All my frustration, all my anger, everything, man. And some of the best ball I played in a while. And after rookie minicamp was over, they came and got me and said, hey, man, you got a chance. Justin Tuck and Brandon Jacobs came up to me and said, man, they said, so what round you got drafted in? I said, man, I ain't get drafted. They were like, what? I was like, nah. I was like, man, I'm here on a tryout. Like, I ain't even get a signing bonus. You know what I'm saying? But I took advantage of that opportunity. You know what I'm saying? I said, I ain't leaving, man. This is too easy. Too easy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So who was the quarterback at the time? Mm-hmm. Who was the quarterback there at the time?
Who what?
Who was the quarterback at the time?
My man, Eli. Easy E, baby.
That's right.
Eli Manning, baby. Greatest quarterback ever in my mind.
I'm
stand by that. 2-time Super Bowl champion,
That's right, man.
Yes, sir.
You threw that pass. Yeah, for sure.
So what was
Yes,
it like
sir.
playing with Eli and Tiki Barber? Plexico Burst,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
guys like that.
A group of cool guys, real live professionals, man. Especially Tiki, man. Tiki would show up to work. We started everything 5:30, 6 a.m. in the morning. It's a real job. So Tiki would show up like how you're dressed, KJ. Suit on, briefcase, because he did a good morning show too.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So Tiki was real professional. Plaxico was a cool cat. Michael Strahan, cool people, man. Brandon Jacobs, just it was a job to us. It was a real job. There was pressure. There was stress. There was trials and tribulations. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Yeah.
So talk about the 2006, the next season you go to the Dallas Cowboys. Talk about that a little bit.
It was cool, man. Dallas was a cool place. Jerry Jones, DeMarcus Ware was there, Marcus Spears, Romo, Jason Witten, all those guys. Real cool, laid back organization. Real professional, man. Jerry Jones is a great guy. Real good guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Cool, man. So I got a little clip. You played under Bill Parcells during that time, correct?
Ooh.
Who was he wasn't what's his name? The defensive coordinator for Houston. Now the Rams, Wade Phillips.
Wade Phillips came.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Talk about how he was as a coach and his tenure at Dallas when you played with him.
Wade Phillips is real laid back, players coach. Although he was lethal with this. He said, "You're a professional. You know how to do everything we ask you to do. So if you screw up on one play, you out of here." And he meant that. Because in his mind was, you're a grown man. I'm gonna treat you like one. I'm not gonna stay on you. Here's the playbook. If you screwed up on one assignment and I saw it, you got cut. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, hey man, know your stuff. One. Yeah. But that was his way of weeding out who was who and pushing you. Yes, sir. That was a big thing.
A lot of pressure playing in Dallas, right?
Yes, sir. Oh yeah.
So
talk about
you get to see anybody, any of the greats of Dallas.
Yeah. You see those cats around town, Emmett, Michael Irvin, them cats live in Dallas, they come back around to the practice facility and whatever. So I got a chance to see a lot of those guys, man. Oh yeah, cool people, man.
That's what's up.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you leave there and you go to the CFL?
The UFL, United Football League. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
So talk about playing in that league right there.
It was cool.
Between that and the NFL.
The difference was the NFL is the 800-pound gorilla. So it's like you knew you weren't in the NFL no more, but everybody were guys who you saw during your time in the league trying to get back to the league. So the competition was stiff. Once again, I played with Mo Fountain, you know what I'm saying? Clemson product. My boy Mo, you know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. That's my boy right there. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Play with him. A lot of other guys that I played with in the NFL, Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. And then you played with someone in New York, right? What was the name of the team?
New York Sentinels. I played with Simeon Rice. Yeah.
Simeon Rice played in a league after the NFL?
Yeah. He played a season in the UF. Actually, he played like 2 games, man. He was real disgruntled, man. Hey, man, when you used to being the big dog in the NFL, which he was with Warren Sapp in that team, and you come down a level and you expect everybody to treat you how you got treated in the NFL, you got to remember, we're all scratching and scraping trying to get back. So in our eyes, you just like us. So we didn't treat him like that. So he stuck around for like 2 games and he was out. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It was thugged out. It was let's grind. We're trying to get back. Ain't no 5-star hotels here. But hey, I was cool with it, man. Get it out the mud, baby. Get it out the mud. Yes, sir.
So you leave the Centennials, and what was the next, space or job you had there?
Then I went to the Sacramento Mountain Lions, man. Denny Green, rest in peace. He was the head coach. Denny Green was, man. So I was in Sacramento. Then I played for the Hartford Colonials in Connecticut, man. So Ryan Perrilloux was our quarterback.
Okay.
Josh McCown, is it? Yeah, Josh McCown. Yeah. Oh yeah, man. Booker, Lorenzo Booker was our running back. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, a lot of big name cats was in that league, man. You know?
How y'all doing that season, man? Y'all did pretty well. How do y'all do in that season? You all right?
My best year there was when I was with the Hartford Colonials, man. We had a pretty good team. Pretty good team. Yeah. Yes, sir.
So,
That's good, man. So you left the Hartford team, and where were your next position?
Man, you know what? After I left the Hartford team and the Sacramento team, man, that's when I knew I was done with football. I didn't want to be done, but I didn't want to be that guy spending my late 20s trying to get back. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, now it's time to live. So I had to adjust to society. You know, I still had that professional football player, high-end athleticism mindset, but then adjusting was the difficult part, man, because when there's something that you love to do and you got to do it every day, it's hard, now trying to fit into society and work a normal job and be in a corporate setting, taking orders, and just people operate different. They operate different, man. It's no team concept. It's real shady. You know, football is team oriented. We're all on one accord. You know, in the corporate world, man, it's like I was like, man, you know, everybody for themselves. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So you know, I'm a personal trainer now and a coach, so I gravitated to that because I'm like, I'm closer to football. I can't, you know, I tried Northwestern Mutual. Heck, man, I couldn't do it. I just was like, I could do it. Let me take that. I could do it, but I know what I wanted to be around, and that's football. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's what makes it happen.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So you went into personal training, and you started working with what age group?
Man, you know what? I started working with all age groups, man. I had kids, older people, or whatever. Then I started coaching defensive line at some local private schools or whatever. So that was real refreshing for me. You know, so I've been coaching football now for like the past 8 years, man. Yeah. Yes, sir.
So you won a couple state championships, I heard,
yes,
right?
sir. I won one. Yeah. Oh,
That's
yeah.
great.
And every year, all 8 years, I've had an all-state defensive lineman, all conference defensive lineman.
That's
yes,
great,
sir.
Man.
Yes, sir.
Now in Texas, I know they take football real serious too. So how?
Oh man, they do. It's so plentiful. I mean, it's such a huge state. Every city has a plethora of athletes, man. So it's like, you know, where we're from, South Carolina, we got great athletes, but just imagine South Carolina and North Carolina as one state. We'd be able to brag like that too. I'm just being honest. Like, we got some of the finest athletes in the country, but we're just a smaller state. Texas is so huge, man. That's why they get so much notoriety. You know what I'm saying? And they got some big guys, fast guys, or whatever. But it's so plentiful, man. Oh man, you know.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So I know when I was training for the NFL, man, a lot of them high schools had indoor facilities and everything, man. You know, man, when we was in Orangeburg, you know where we was at, we wanted it barely grass on the field.
A lot of these high school stadiums look like college stadiums, man. Real talk. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh yeah. It's real deal. Real deal.
Yeah. So talk about that a little bit. The offense and defensive schemes in Texas, are they a little bit different than South Carolina?
No, because football is a copycat sport. So the spread or whatever popular, everybody's running the same thing in high school. The what separates everybody is who do you have running your scheme? What type of athletes do you have? But everybody, it's the same thing. If the I was in now, they'll be running the I. You know what I'm saying? But it's just who do you have doing it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're
right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yes, sir.
So, are you the head coach? You have a head coach position now?
No, I actually, I'm at actually the shirt I got on. Fort Worth Country Day is a private school that I coach at now. I was a head coach at a charter school in Louisville, Texas, Founders Classical Academy. I coached there 1 year as a head coach, and I left and came to Country Day, man. So I was a defensive coordinator last year. Our head coach just took another job, so I have yet to meet the new guy. So, but right now what I'm working on is training defensive linemen in the private sector. You know what I'm saying? Like myself, training and getting them ready, man. And I love doing that, man. Because in my mind, all it is the individual I learned in the pros and in college. I'm taking my knowledge in the private sector and I'm coaching them literally as if they're in a pro setting. You know what I'm saying? So it's intense. But I give it to them in with the mindset of, if you can last with me, then you'll be okay going to D1 in college or the pros. Even in some of the summer camps I coach in, man, I have a lot of those clips on my Facebook page, on my Instagram page, where it's intense. But I tell these guys, this is how it's given to you. So don't expect nothing less, man. And I'm so passionate about when I'm coaching defensive line. It's just the only way I know. So, hey, man, my slogan is, it's hard, but it's fair. So if you can't hang, you're a good guy. I like you, but you just can't hang around here. You know what I'm saying? You got to go somewhere else, man. But this is how we do it, Yeah. That's how it was taught to me, man. Yes, sir.
So have you coached any players that's already on the next level that we need to check out?
Yeah, I have, man. I've coached a lot of cats. Big offensive lineman out of Alito, Texas, man. That high school, you probably heard about him. He went to Central Arkansas. I'm coaching another defensive lineman from that high school. Big kid named Jack, 6'6", about 280. You know what I'm saying? In the private sector, it's technique, teaching them a sense of urgency, man. So I'm blessed to have my hands on a lot of high-end talent down here, man. But you know what I'm saying? I'm humble about it. I don't, it's just they know when they come to see me what time it is.
That's right.
And their coaches respect that. Their coaches respect that. And they go ahead, you go with Coach Seawright, man. That's cool. Yeah. You need that.
That's right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That tough love, baby. Yes, sir. So, Seawright, what you doing these days right now?
These days right now, man, I'm actually working on going back to school, get my master's in kinesiology, man. Really fine-tuning my niche in the fitness world, training kids, youth athletic performance, because there's a desperate need for these parents to understand what burnout is. And the reason why I'm so passionate about that is I've come across a lot of these children, and psychologically, they're ready to stop playing sports. So what happens is the parents come to me. They go, "Hey, Coach Seawright, I need you to help him with agility, blah, blah, blah." Then I get the kid. I get to know the kid better because I'm not his dad.
Exactly.
And so I get a feel for, one day the kid is excited, but after that, it's like, man, I really want to do this. So the deeper I got into youth performance, what I realized is, man, sports specialization at an early age is deadly for the psyche of the kid. The reason why is you have the parents interfering so much to the point to where the kid's now frustrated to mess up or make a mistake. So I'm like, what I'll do is I'll take these kids under my wing and teach these kids the basics, man, how to run, how to jump, but let them know you can have fun doing it, and teach these parents like, hey, man, if you really want your kid to flourish, number one, allow him or her to play all sports. You become a better athlete. And number two, if this kid doesn't gravitate to a certain position or a certain sport, then it's okay.
Yeah.
The worst thing you can do is push a kid into a sport he or she doesn't want to play. The best thing you can do is just sit back and watch him.
Mm-hmm.
If your son is 6'5" at 13 years old but wants to play soccer and not football, that's cool.
That's cool.
If he decides to play football, that's even better, because he's going to be a better football player, because psychologically it's his decision. You know what I'm saying? And once he's in a sport, hey, man, just be there for him. Don't try to be his coach. That's the worst thing you can do. Don't try to be his coach, because he's going to quit, because he's got to now listen to the coach and you when he gets in the car or she gets in the car on the ride home. Then at the cookout, you telling uncle and auntie and then not everybody, boy, that's, man, let me tell you, that's detrimental to a kid's success. I'm telling you, man. So I'm back in my kinesiology field at UT Arlington, working on my master's, man. Working on some other things with my fitness brand or whatever. little bit of modeling, but I'm gonna let y'all see that. I'm gonna let y'all see that, man. So you know what I'm saying?
Hey, put me on now. Put me on that too. Let me get some of that.
Okay. But you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, listen. You gotta love yourself. I love me some me, man.
Right.
You know, I work out all the time. I eat right. So I've been fortunate enough to be in a position to meet some very interesting people I probably wouldn't have never met before in my life. And so they're helping me build something, man. So I'm gonna let the internet, you know, eat that up, and you guys will get to see that, man. You know what I'm saying? Right. A whole nother side of me, though. You know.
Cool, man.
Yes, sir.
So what's your message to the youth out there today, man?
If I had to say anything, man, to the youth today, what I would say is this: never ever let nobody tell you what you can and can't do. You were born into this world to be what you want to be, just like anybody else, man. And I say that because I use myself, for example. Only God knows, and the people that really know me know the adversity that I faced as a young man, man. I was told what I couldn't do left and right, like all the time. And I appreciate all my haters. I appreciate everybody who told me what I wasn't going to be. I appreciate it. You know why? Because I kept that in here. And every time I heard a negative comment, I'm like, man, you just don't understand. Like right. Like, I hear you, but I don't care. Like, you ain't going to, only person can stop me is me. So, man, I'm like, listen, off to all the kids, never let nobody tell you what you can and can't do. Right. I was told I wasn't going to be in the NFL. I was told I wasn't college material. I was like, man, whatever, man. But then I look back at those haters, and they still in the same spot that I left them in. And you know what I'm saying? So, kids, keep pushing. It's hard, but it's fair, man. Keep pushing. Don't stop. Even when you're tired, even when, you know, it seems like all the odds are stacked against you. That's life. That's supposed to happen. You ain't going to live life and not go through something, man. So keep pushing. Don't stop, man. Always strive to achieve your goals, you know?
That's right, man.
Yes, sir.
Any coaches or any other teammates you want to shout out before we head out?
Oh, man, there's so many of them. But you know what? This is a hometown show. So I'm going to shout out all my boys, man. Shout out to Ryan Hemby. Shout out to Trip. I see him tune in. Shout out to AB, Alex Barron, you know, Coach Brown, Coach Brockington. You know, shout out to Orangeburg, South Carolina.
That's right.
You know, I'll be back home for OW homecoming, so look for that. And we're going to have a good time, man. We're going to have a good time, you know. Yes, sir. So shout out to Orangeburg, South Carolina for making me, man, because that's where I'm from. And I love it. All right. You know what I'm saying?
Cool.
Yes, sir.
So let the people know where they can follow you on all your social media platforms and all your fitness, links and things. So if they want to sign up and want to get coached by Seawright, let them know where they can follow you at, get in contact with you.
On Instagram, you can follow me at Coach Seawright. On Facebook, follow me at Jonas Seawright. I don't really too much fool with my Twitter handle, so, you know. But Instagram, Coach Seawright, and Facebook, Jonas Seawright.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Well, you guys have tuned in to another edition of the Sports Shop 27.
Yes, sir.
I'm your host, Jermaine Colter. And to my far right, KJ, Kevin Johnson.
Yes,
and we'd like to thank today's special guest, former UNC Tarheel, former New York Giant, and Dallas Cowboy, defensive tackle, Jonas Seawright.
Appreciate y'all having me, man.
No problem, man. Great to have you on the show. So, you know, I was saying is it's not how you start. It's how you what, KJ?
It's how you finish.
It's how you finish.
Yes,
all right.
Sir.
Y'all stay tuned. Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day,
man.
See
you later.
Happy Father's Day, everybody.
Stay safe.
Yes, sir.
Wear your mask. Peace.
All right, man. Yeah.